Hey guys, welcome to another video of the mini bike. On this one here we're going to put a tensioner on here so that the suspension can travel and not be yanking the engine back. Cliff did say he marked where the motor or the engine is sitting, and you can tell whenever it gets loose again, it is pulling the engine back whenever the suspension travels. So to eliminate that, we need something so that the chain has a certain amount of slack to it, but on a spring, a tensioner with a spring, so that way you can run the chain loose and not have it pulling the engine back. We got a sprocket here that has a bearing built into it, or at least pressed into it. It does fit the chain. So now we need to make an arm. Took a piece of gas pipe and drilled it out to fit a cutoff bolt. It fits it super nice. It's almost like a perfect slip fit. Went home, I did this out at the garage. I went ahead and brought back the drill bit for it because I figure once we weld this on, it could distort the metal a little bit, and I'll have to run a drill bit through it again. So make sure I brought back the drill bit. To make a hinge, pretty much we use this piece of metal right here. This will get welded to the end of the bolt, and then the housing right here will get welded to the mini bike, and then we'll have to cut this off to a certain length, drill a hole through for this bolt, and then this bolt fits this really well, so that'll make our arm. And then we'll just have to worry about some kind of spring to pull up on it. Alright, so it's a little bit of a close shot because I'm holding stuff and holding the camera, but kind of looking at like getting this right in here. Weld this tube to the bottom right here, and then right over here we'll put this sprocket, drill a hole through here. First thing is I need to weld the tube on so I can re-drill it, and then we can work on the arm. Alright, I got the tube welded on there, and it did need some reaming it out. And got this piece right here. Slides in there real nice. Right, that breaks a little bit in the way as far as getting it in there initially, but it goes right in there. And then we need to drill a hole in this, so that way when we slide this through, we can weld the very end of it. So we can weld through the hole that we put on here to the end of this, and then it keeps this from, keeps the whole thing together and makes this a hinge joint. Alright, we got our arm welded onto our hinge joint. Let's see what we got here. So now we just need to cut this off and drill a hole to bolt our sprocket on. Alright, got the sprocket mounted to the arm, and you can see here it perfectly lines up with no problem at all to the chain. So now we just need to put some sort of spring on it. Alright, I think we got it finished up here. Could not find any springs here at the house. We just don't have anything. The closest thing we found was a door stopper. But we need something, with a spring in the middle, and it comes out with a little hook on the ends. I think what we got set up here will work just fine to convert it over from a bungee cord to a spring, but we got welded on a bolt on the end here, so that so if you try to hook it underneath here, it's just pulling out, and then in order to put a spring on here, we need something to hook to. So probably just hook the spring here to here when we find one, but as it is right now, this thing's perfect. So if it needs any updating or anything like that, I will make a video on it, but I think it's pretty well finished up. So I think that'll work. I'll catch you guys. basically running over this thing right here. Every time you ran over it, it'd throw the chain off. So it's fixed.